Assalamualaikum teman-teman, jumpa lagi sama saya Hasnul Insani Johar. Kalau kemarin video saya membahas bagian yang keempat dari Diana Abu Jaber Crescent, focusing on the function of the restaurant or home as a place to um, first to as a shared memory and nostalgia for the immigrant. And now part 5, the last part of my video on Diana Abu Jaber Crescent, focusing on how this restaurant function as a place to negotiate identity or to establish multiple identities, in this case, ethnic American identities. Yeah, Making Home Indiana Abu Jaber Crescent, part 5, focusing on how the restaurant function as negotiate identities and establishing multiple identities. So in the restaurant, in the Mediterranean restaurant, the cafe is also constructed as a natural space where every different ethnicity and identity is welcome and accepted. In the novel, not only is Sirin depicted as an immigrant, but also is Mireille, a Jordanian American whose father abandoned her and married another woman. Other immigrant workers in the cafe are Victor, whose parents died in the fire, and Cristobal, whose parents died during the El Salvador Revolution in 1929. So these immigrants in the novel represent multiple ethnicities and identities and religions. The omniscient narrator described Umi Nadia, the owner of the cafe, and all-around boss, and her daughter, Mirel, and Victor Hernandez, the young Mexican busboy, hopeless in love with Marilyn, and the Central American custody, Cristobal, and Sirin the chef are in motion around her. So we see some different identities and religion described in this novel. So indeed, Victor and Christian are depicted as Christian South American, while Umi Nadia, Mirel, and Siren are depicted as Arab or Muslim American. Thus, the cafe as a home where different immigrants blended together in their one space. Moreover, in the restaurant, the immigrants celebrate various festivals such as Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Eid al-Fitr, Islamic celebration after fasting Ramadan for a full month. So the omniscient narrator described when Sirin celebrates Thanksgiving with the cafe community. So this is about the Thanksgiving scene. Yeah. So that is the narrator described that, quote, by noon there is Han, Miriam, Victor Fernandez, and his cousin Eliezer, Aziz, and poet. Aziz the poet, Nathan, Umi Nadia, Cristobal and custodian, Shark, Janun, Abdullah, Shamal, and Garb, 5 of the lonely students from the cafe. Sirin and her uncle, King Babar, greets each of them standing of his hind legs and putting his dusty paws prints on their pants, unquote. So indeed, there are not only various kinds of ethnicities, but also different religion mixed in one table to celebrate an American feast, Thanksgiving. Victor and Eliezer are Mexican, Cristobal and Shaq are from El Salvador and Spain. The rest are from various countries of the Arab world, like Iraq, Iran, Jordan, Lebanon. So by presenting her characters' varying backgrounds, Abu Jaber emphasizes how these mixed communities create their own home in the cafe by celebrating American culture, in this case, Thanksgiving, together. Thus, American Thanksgiving symbolizes their diversities, but their ability to be united together on one table and in one cafe, which can be also read as a challenge to the idea of American melting pot, which mainly focusing on dissolving immigrants into a singular white European instead of transnational and transreligious identity, as Syrian represented as Iraqi American and Muslim Christian background. So this group not only unite together to celebrate American culture, but also reconstruct American culture to build their hybrid culture, such as Arabic Thanksgiving. So this is unique how this novel question, let's say European tradition by creating Arabic Thanksgiving as omniscient narrator described that. And Arabic Thanksgiving, it was my idea. What do you think? Vibrant vegetable greens, garlic, and lemon, and this herbal, meaty, vaguely fruity, end quote. So this when Sirin asked Han about his opinion about Sirin's create Arabic Thanksgiving. So indeed, Sirin not only combines the turkey with various kinds of vegetables, but also Arabic taste, flavors, and numerous fruits. Fruits are symbol of freshness and healthy. In doing so, Sirin is creating her home by combining American and Arabian food. Thus, she realized how her own identity and home are the amalgamation between these two different cultures, which create a sense of creativity and innovation. Additionally, these various kinds of food represent different ethnicity that celebrate American culture. So this case American Thanksgiving together. So by reconstructing American culture, Sirin and her community negotiate American tradition or American belonging as part of their identity. This can also be related through the reality of we can reflect to the way that U.S. Muslim who have negotiated American tradition by offering their cultures inserted in the U.S., such as food and music or dance, as discussed previously. So, moreover, the history of Thanksgiving can be traced back to when it was celebrated initially at the beginning of white American history. Thanksgiving is traditionally celebrated in U.S. in order to give thanks for the blessing of the year, including the harvest. Thanksgiving, which is annually celebrated on the fourth Thursday of November, which is next week, is also a symbol of the beginning of the holiday season in the U.S. Thus, Thanksgivings can also be related to a religious tradition, as it is always followed by the Christmas feast in December. So this is why in the novel, the society also celebrate Christmas in the cafe. So we see that this is how they celebrate Christmas in the cafe. Yeah, these communal people celebrate Christmas in the cafe as a means to unite together as a family. The omniscient narrator described when people celebrate Christmas, Umi Nadia and Victor Hernandez decorate their cafe, quote. They string Christmas lights around the inside of the cafe. She stands beneath him, giving a lot of instruction. That doesn't look like Christmas that way. Put it higher, higher, make it go in circle, end quote. Indeed, the string Christmas lights represent the variety of people who feel alive in the cafe because they celebrate the holy feast together, despite the fact that they are not Christians. In this sense, Abu Jaber illuminates that although the Mediterranean restaurant belongs to U.S. Muslim, she accommodates and appreciates her various customers. This reveals how the restaurant can be used as a means to celebrate the feast, to unite different communities, regardless of their ideologies and religions. Moreover, in this novel, the society not only celebrate Christmas, but also celebrate Eid al-Fitr at the cafe to break the dominant feast of Anglo-American. The narrator described this is when they celebrate Eid al-Fitr. At the cafe, Sirin and Minadia become preoccupied with the special iftar or fast breaking. Many for month of Ramadan, Muslim all over town hear about it, and more customers crowded, loitering outside and waiting for tables. Iranians, Saudis, Palestinians, Lebanese, even Malaysians, Pakistanis, and Croatians, they come early in the morning before sunrise. Then later, after the sun goes down and the day's fast ends, ordering special treats like kilach pastry, katayif pancakes, zalabia fritters, baklava, and maut cookies. Sirin no longer has time for anything but cooking, and baking, unquote. So indeed, Sirin is depicted as a chef who cooks for iftar or fast breaking for students of the Muslim community who are fasting in the month of Ramadan. Ramadan is the month when Muslims fast for 30 days, not only to be empathetic and feel how the poor are suffering, but also to train their own patience and control their worldly desires. So by feeling these hunger pains, Muslims grow to want to share their food and money with the poor and avoid harboring a selfish attitude. Indeed, Ramadan Islamic worship can unite these diverse poor students and immigrants. In this sense, this text reveals how the communities use the Islamic tradition as a means to be together, to lighten their brotherhood as a Muslim. In doing so, they create their own home by using the cafe as a place for a family gathering and celebrating various festivals. By celebrating and performing Islamic worship and tradition, Abu Jabar Crescent highlights that the U.S. is no longer a white or Christian country, but a colorful state with multiple faiths, multiple identities, multiple religion. So this is the end of the part 5. And I can read you or give you another short conclusion of the review, my review on making home in Diana Abu Jabar Crescent. So my presentation has investigated how Diana Abu Jabar Crescent, published 2003, explores the idea of home in Arab or Muslim American restaurant to question the idea of American exceptionalism. Arguably, Arab or Muslim women's voice in post-colonial studies has tended to be excluded in the last 5 decades. So in order to fill the gap, so my exploration or my review on this novel has explored Abu Jabar's Mediterranean restaurant with function to replace sense of lost or established Arab and Muslim identities who work together with other ethnicities such as Mexican, Caribbean, African, and Chinese. Indeed, the protagonist, Sirin, who is an Iraqi American chef, shares her home with Hanif, an Arab American professor, and other immigrants who are rooted to various identities in the world. So by presenting and exploring multiple identities in the novel, Abu Jabar shows how Mediterranean restaurants function to unite these minorities in order to undermine the idea of American individualism. Significantly, specific emphasis is given to the way in which Abu Jabar offers complex representation of American belonging to a range of multi forms of ethnicity, religion, and immigration in the Arab and Muslim American context and diaspora. Thank you so much. Hopefully this can inspire you or how to explore more or investigate more a literary text in women's literature of the Ummah. If you have more question or suggestion, please give comment, like, and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.